Hi and welcome to another Hodge Podge Australia video. Today we're making brownie donuts. I'm using a pre-packaged mix of brownies that I got from Costco. I've got my mixing bowl and I have this donut mold, silicone mold for the oven that I've been dying to try out. So let's get started by preparing the brownie mixture. Adding in 75 mils of water. I'm Australian so I'm going to use mils, so there you go. 75 mils of water. Putting in 1 egg. Very exciting. Adding in the egg, no shell, always a triumph, and 75 mils of olive oil. Let's make sure, actually that should be vegetable oil, sorry, my mistake, vegetable oil. Got to stir that all together first, making sure you break up the egg, mixing the oil, water and egg all together first before you add in your brownie mixture. Once you're happy that the egg has been mixed through, add in the yummy, yummy Ghirardelli brownie mixture. I pronounce it Ghirardelli. I apologise if it turns out I'm pronouncing that wrong. Mix, mix, mix. Making sure it's all connected, all through, can't see any powder left over, any flour, any chocolate. It's got to be all mixed through. Once you're happy with that, it's time to start spooning it into the silicone mould. I'm going to give it a quick spray. And into the mould. Now I haven't worried about being really careful about leaving the hole open until the end because that's just too hard and too finicky, and I'd rather just get the job done. So we're just going to spoon the mixture in, and at the end you'll see that I'm going to use a teaspoon just to scrape it back off the top of the little knob so that the hole is exposed again. Filling it up to pretty much 3/4 of the way full. You do want it pretty full because obviously brownies don't really rise, and if you have it too empty and you cook it all together where you've got some half full and half 3/4 full, you're going to have some lovely soft brownies or you're going to have some rock hard brownie. You're waiting for me to finish up filling up these things and smoothing them off. Why not subscribe to our channel so that you can keep up to date with our videos? We put up at least one video a week, but I get inspired and I come up with silly ideas, so it's usually more than one video a week. So click subscribe to Hodge Podge Australia and keep up to date with what might keep you creative in your kitchen. The brownies have now been cooked for about 35 minutes in the oven. They're going to come out quite easily, thankfully, because of the spray, and with the silicone obviously you can give it a bit of a push. And if you do lose a little bit of the brownie at the bottom, you can just peel it back out and stick it back on, because we're going to drizzle some white chocolate ganache over the top of it and you're not going to see any errors. And brownies aren't meant to be completely smooth anyway, so you'll be right. So let's get them out of the pan when I can figure out how it is I want to flip it without breaking them. And then we can get on to white chocolate ganaching them. I've put a baking tray underneath to help catch my dribbles so I don't get it all over the bench. I've made up a small section of white chocolate ganache. I used about 125 grams of white chocolate, and it was about 42 to be precise mils of cream, and then I've just microwaved it for 30 seconds in the microwave, and then I've just simply stirred it until it was completely melted. Using a spoon, I'm just going to haphazardly dribble it over the brownies, as you can see. Nothing, not going for perfection. I just want a good, lovely dollop of white chocolate ganache on top of these brownies. And they are a huge hit, I must say. They're absolutely delicious. I broke the diet last night by eating one, but it was well worth it. If you don't like the dribble method, you could always just cover the top of the brownie in the white chocolate ganache with a full cover, as I've done on the last one as an example. I personally like the dribble method. There you have it, yummy brownie donuts with white chocolate ganache. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.